Good morning. Welcome back to a a new edition of Gary's Movie Emporium. Today is Saturday, February 20th. And yes, guys, the Dollar Tree is back with a new wave this time around. From what I'm seeing, there's a lot of duplicates in this haul. Um, I don't know what it is about this one, but it has a mixed bag of everything. It has kids stuff, it has past wave stuff. I seen like in one box, I seen like four of the same Spy Cat, two or three Benjamins. I don't know, it just seems like it's all a lot of kids stuff as well, the same stuff. So they must have had a lot of overstock of those kinds of movies. But let's get started this morning. I'm gonna start off with DVDs, of course, and then at the end I'll probably do the Blu-ray. First off the top here is authentic footage, 21 features, the Vietnam War, a decade of dog tags. This is an Echo Bridge exclusive here. 514 total minutes on this one. I could read this, but there's quite a few of them, so trust me when it says 21 features. It does say authentic footage, so be forewarned if you get offended easy, or you don't want to see a lot of violence. It's probably going to be kind of violent in scenes. This was from the 2017 Echo Bridge line, and when I met, there's a lot of titles of features on this Vietnam War compilated disc here. Right there, all right in a row, is all the features that it has right for you. Quite a few features on that one this morning. And then next up, I got a BBC Ghost Story, The Turn of a Screw, The Dead Are Not at Rest. Like I said, it's BBC, 16 by 9, 89 minutes on this one. 2.0 Dolby Digital. My watch went off. Sorry about that. It's from 2015. And was on the British Broadcasting Channel on in and around 2009. So this was a little bit around before it hit physical disc. Vividly brought to life in this a thorough adaptation from the BBC. I guess it's based on Turn of the Screw, I guess. An experienced governess looks after two young orphans in a seemingly quaint country home, but brother and sister Miles and Flora carry secrets. Soon the home is filled with supernatural apparitions. In a haunting tale of suspense and murder, the ghosts relentlessly pursue those who believe in them and curse those who do not. Anyone who says there's nothing to fear has never lived here before. It's kind of spooky. Right up my alley. Flip-flopping over here to a kid's title. This one's I've never seen this one before. It's from Genius Brands International. It presents as Thomas Edison's secret lab. Was the night before liftoff. That includes 6 music videos about science. Approximate running time is 70 minutes on this one. Does have 6 episodes, if I did not mention that. Says it's from End Circle Entertainment, and they do have a website you can go to access anything on them. 2016 release here. And it comes complete with a slip, that the little stickers making it so I can't. I'd rather not force it during the video in case it does rip it, but can get them off. But I like to be a little careful with them, just because some the stickers are really like stick happy. Other times they're not. They're kind of just easy to take off. But there's a look at the back. Really happy to have this one. Never seen anybody have this yet. Any of the waves. So. And then I got a Sam Elliott, James Whitmore, and Ned Romero I Will Fight No More Forever. And I've seen this lots of times. I just don't know if I have seen this particular one. Has Aces and Eights, Rebellion, One-Eye Jacks, and Hit the Saddle. It says it includes the 4 bonus movies. The ones I read, apparently. I guess I Will Fight No More Forever is actually a standalone main feature on this. It's 103 minutes. Colored, of course. Aces and Eights is 87 minutes widescreen. Rebellion is 53 minutes in black and white. Hit the Saddle is 55 minutes in black and white. And One-Eye Jacks is a really long film. Does have profanity in it, so be forewarned if you have little children and you're letting them watch with you. That stars Marlon Brando and Carl Malden. That clocks in at 141 minutes, so quite a bit of Western on this compilated disc here this morning. Picked it up just to be on the safe side. Plus, if it's an extra, I'm sure it'd go pretty fast, being Sam Elliott. There's a look at the back. Next up is a 2 films featuring Willem Dafoe, The Black Widow, and Control. Willem Dafoe is a very underrated actor. He often steals a lot of the movies that he's in from other actors, I think. He made a very good film with Streets of Fire, where he played a biker gang leader that was giving Michael Perret problems in it, like fighting for the affections of a girl in it, and like terrorizing Diane Lane, I think, or what was it, played in it. Yeah, this one looks like it could be. The 2 movies look really cool. Control also stars Ray Liotta as a convicted killer. Lee Ray avoids execution by participating in a trial for experimental anti-aggression drug Anagress, which has been created by Willem Dafoe. His redemption is complicated by the brother of one of his victims who was unhappy to see his transformation. That Control clocks in at 105 minutes and is from Millennium Pictures. It's rated R for strong violence and language. As is The Black Widow. That's Millennium as well. PG-13 and 99 minutes. So, if you don't have as much time to watch something, I'd go with The Black Widow first. But if you've got, all kinds of time, you might want to pop in Control. It's kind of a lengthy movie, but not too bad. But between the 2, Control's the longer of the 2. I don't really know about either of them. But I had to get it. I'm pretty sure I don't have this Willem Dafoe double feature. And this is from Echo Bridge as well. And then next up, what happens when the last city steam bath becomes the next hip thing? The Shiv, a film by Jonathan Berman. Has swagger and style, Near Daily News says. And it won a Sydney, was official selection of the Sydney International Film Festival and a New York Press Best New York Film. This is another one of those docu-dramas. I would be very shocked if there isn't a booklet in here with the docu-drama library that you can purchase. I'm starting to notice a lot of these docu-dramas are popping up at the Dollar Tree, so if you're a completist like me, you're trying to get them all. Does have a lot of features on this one. 2 bonus films: The City and the Third Avenue L, director's introduction, director and crew biographies, interactive menus, and the scene selection, as well as a director and editor commentary. 88 minutes, color and black and white, and let's see, color and black and white. Approximately 88 minutes, includes extras. And it's classified as a documentary on this one, so it's Shivets. Never heard of it. picked it up, took a chance on it. Probably isn't nothing that would interest me, but like I said, I'm trying to collect the Docurama line here, and that's one more in there. And it feels kind of heavy, so it's either 2-disc or has a booklet in a disc. I'm not sure which, but it does appear to have something in it that makes it weighed down a little. And then I got a movie here, a horror film, really cool slipcover on it. It's kind of embosses off the cover. Liv Collins, Adam Sebold, Rye Barrett, Deadside, You'll Never See Them Coming. It says it's chilling and ferocious as nightmarish conjurings. I don't know if you can see it too good there. Yeah, it's hard to see with the yellow. Yeah, you can kind of see, look up there by its cheekbones, how it looks like it comes off a little bit. But this, you can feel it. It's almost like a braille kind of feel to it, you know, like for people that are deaf or blind. See, it's got like these ridges of the lettering, and then up here, it has this like sticky feel to it a little bit up here. But it's an RLJ Entertainment film here, 5.1, 178 by 1. 82 minutes it clocks in at. Really don't know much about this one. It says it achieves the maximum attention to cinema access. Mara Madigan is a pregnant police officer about to go on maternity leave, but on her... I think I'm going to watch this, honestly. I just don't remember the cover looking like this. But on her last day on the job, she wakes up to a world ravaged by a nightmarish and bloody plague of the living dead. Yeah, if this is the one where the guy... I don't know if he was a prisoner or he was going to be getting out of prison, and he ended up in the hospital, and he ends up in the back of a ambulance, and like, I don't know if he's in there the whole night, and then he comes out and then he sees there's zombies. I can't really remember too much about this one. It's from 2018/2019. I'm assuming 2018, but hit physical disc in 2019. So it's Deadside. A little hard to see it on the camera's making it look backwards. But it's Deadside. At least on my end, it looks backwards. Then I was happy to get this. I find this movie very underrated. I've never seen the sticker tag on any of the hauls like this one. It's The Dark Knight Rises DVD. DVD was $9.99. I have no idea what that sticker would even be from. Maybe somebody in the comments could tell me below. It says it's a monumental conclusion to the epic trilogy. It was half opened already. I don't know why somebody would have did that, but it's got a rip in it. Shoot. I hate it when somebody does that. They'll like take a finger or something and then they'll like jab it. Yeah, it's gonna have to get a new case. I'm not too happy about that. Looks like somebody gouged it or something. Special features: the journey of Bruce Wayne. Filmmakers reveal the bold, creative choices that led to the stunning conclusion of Bruce Wayne's story, and so on. It's Legendary Pictures, PG-13, dual layer format. 165 minutes on this one. I knew it was long, but I didn't think it was that long. But that's really long. Christopher Nolan films tend to be overlong. I mean, they're good, really good, but his choice of filmmaking length is something that I question. I think he could trim it down and the film would be just as good. But I'm not a director. I just make YouTube videos, but I try to keep mine under an hour. I don't do like the 2-3 hours like I've seen some people do with the YouTube videos on movies. But that's Dark Knight Rises. And then I got a over 170 cartoons Popeye, the Ultimate Cartoon Collection. It's an Echo Bridge release here. It has Woody Woodpecker on the back there. Like him quite a bit. 1,257 minutes on this one, black and white and color. It's not rated. Has such classics as Mighty Mouse, Casper, Woody Woodpecker, Little Lulu, Baby Huey, Mutt and Jeff, Heckle and Jekyll, Herman, Raggedy Ann, Betty Boop, Popeye. The back says it's all ferociously funny. Trying to see if there's anything I'm leaving out. It's from 2017 Echo Bridge line on this one. And next up, I got a movie starring Morgan Freeman here, and that's mainly why I got this. Big Morgan Freeman fan. It's Captive Heart, the James Mink story. That includes bonus movies, I guess, for a total of 9 movies on this one. Echo Bridge again this time. 754 minutes. It's color. Over 12 hours of entertainment, in other words. From 2015 Echo Bridge line. They'll hover around that 90 minute running time, other than, pretty much other than Endgame. It stars Chiwetel Ejiofor, William Hurt, and Johnny Lee Miller. That clocks in at 106 minutes. And there's a look at the back. See that too well? And then I got 4 movies: Legends of the West, American Empire, The Marshal of Madrid, The Hanged Man, and Sam Cade. This was a Walmart exclusive, and it was has four bonus movies. And there's an Echo Bridge release here. It's actually not 4 bonus movies. It's actually 4 movies, I guess. Does have some of the features are color and black and white. Clocks in at 344 minutes on the 4 titles. 2014 Echo Bridge line. Really, there's only one that's really short, and that one is The Hanged Man. That clocks in at 73 minutes, and that stars Stephen Forrest. Second shortest is American Empire, stars Richard Dix and Preston Foster. Movie about the cattle industry, I guess. And the other 2 are pretty much normal average length. Pretty cool to have. I'd never seen this in any of the past waves, so I grabbed it. Look at the back. Kind of plain, but kind of standoutish with the cover a little bit. It kind of almost looks like the guy, the singer for Korn, or one of the band members from the band Korn. Especially in that video, Hold On, with them doing the old rodeo and western backdrop in their video. And then I got Illumination Presents 3 mini movie collection. 8 Fandango movie cash to see. I don't know if you can still use that. And this is an exclusive $2 Voodoo credit. I don't know if that'd still be valid. Yeah, because this isn't ended in 2019, but it's worth a shot. This has Mower Minions, Norman TV, and Weenie. I've never heard of the Weenie one at all, I don't think. Or Norman TV. 12 minutes, I guess, on these. Hardly worth making them on disc. Really, I mean, it's good, but by the time you popped it in, it would be over, Anamorphic widescreen, 185 by 1, 5.1 Dolby Digital. The 3 mini movies here. When they say mini, they're really mini. I mean, like, I'd call them super mini. They're basically telling you that they last about 4 minutes each. Very much like the beginning of a Pixar film when they have those animated ones. I like those, but I wish some of them it would be with them being a spin-off of the movie they're being presented in. I wish they'd do a turn them into feature films. Maybe maybe there's an idea there in the future for Pixar to turn them into, so they're not coming or always making sequels to everything in the pic. Like I feel like they've gotten away from originality. Soul was a really refreshing idea for Pixar to go with something new, and I was happy they did that. But they're getting so they're having way too many sequels to the Toy Story series, the Cars series. Uh, I hear they're doing another Monsters Inc. TV series, which is okay. That's better than keep coming out with sequels, but I feel like that's still kind of a sequel. So I mean, I I don't know why Wally and some of the other ones that have never gotten sequels don't get some kind of treatment as well. I just kind of feel like that gets lost in the shuffle. I know you can't repeat the great quality of Wally again, probably in a sequel, but I'm sure there's some ideas you could throw out there for one, especially during COVID times. The bar is set a lot less higher for quality because of the lack of, you know, ingenuity that's going on out there because, everything going on, people aren't able to get to places like they'd like to, and anymore people are shooting films out of their basements and, sending clips in of what they, shot on their computer or whatever. It's really, you really can't go hands on in too many film sets right now because of the scare factor in COVID and everything. Double feature here, House 4, and can't see what the second one says because of the sticker. I think it's Howling, but I could be wrong. Howling 4. There's an Echo Bridge release here, 177 minutes. Both titles are rated R. This came out in 2008 for both titles. The movies aren't 2008, but it hit Echo Bridge's video DVD line here for this particular double feature. The shorter of the two is Ghoulies 4. Ghoulies 4 was really terrible. I have to say that. It was like, people thought Ghoulies 3 was bad. Ghoulies 3 was like decently or quite a bit better than Ghoulies 4. Kind of looked like people in suits, and I don't know. It would have been me, I wouldn't even have made it because it was like really badly super cheesy by the fourth part. The trilogy on its own was pretty good. I prefer the first two if I had to pick, but actually my favorite is probably part 2 because it takes place at like a circus or a carnival, and I like that. It's a good setting for the Ghoulies. And then Howling 4 is 94 minutes. This movie, the original Nightmare, got a lot of hate. With them basically trying to say that it was trying to make itself original from the first one. It's like, I actually had fun with part 4. I don't know, maybe it was just me. I don't know. I like part 4. And then next up, I got Lucky's Treasure. It's a Pure Flix presents Lucky's Treasure. An endearing, faith-friendly movie for the whole family. Stars Michael Ironside. I know him in Heartbeat. I've seen him in millions of stuff back in the 80s. It's a Dove-approved title here. 2017. 178 by 1. Color and dual layer. 90 minutes on this one. I guess the two kids in this are... well, the one girl is college bound and moves from the city to her grandpa's country home. She's expected to take care of Lucky, her late grandma's horse, and make it her mission to show the light of Christ to her grieving grandpa. When the two discover Emily's grandma died searching for a hidden treasure, the pair attempt to find the rare gold coin that has eluded treasure hunters for decades. Tale of love, adventure, and intrigue, Lucky's Treasure is a powerful reminder that things long lost might still be found today. And that's Lucky's treasure. And then next up, we got a Jean-Claude Van Damme Kill 'Em All. When you don't know who to trust, you kill 'em all. Rated R. Sony Pictures release here. 2000 and looks like 17. 240 by 1 anamorphic widescreen. It does come in English, French, Japanese, 5.1 Dolby Digital. So it should have pretty fairly well sounded soundtracks throughout. Approximately 96 minutes, and it's color. And it says it's an Aramis Films and March On Productions production. And it does also star Autumn Reeser and Maria Conchita Alonso, which never, I haven't seen her in nothing in a while. Yeah, she's right there. Oh yeah, and it has this guy in it too that played in 8mm. He's also the villain who played in I want to say Jurassic Park 2, the one that wanted to kill the little dinosaur when it walked up to him and he like run at it and it'd run off. He's in it as well. He's right there. And there's Maria Conchita Alonso with glasses. Very rare to look for her for the glasses. She's aged pretty good considering how old, she's probably in her middle 20s back when she was doing Schwarzenegger movies, and she's like still looks kind of young there. Yeah, because a lot of these actors we all grew up with are like a lot older. I mean, I've even seen how much Van Damme has aged. Like it looks like he's had some kind of plastic surgery done to his face. His face looks slightly different than I remember. Like maybe he might have had some hair restoration going on as well, because it's kind of looks like his hairline is kind of receded a little bit there. Maybe I'm wrong. No knock on that, but I know Steven Seagal has some kind of toupee of some sort. But you gotta stay younger. I guess you gotta do whatever you gotta do. From the world of Angry Birds, the complete third season, 35 mini episodes. Piggy Tales, third act. This is part of the Angry Birds line here. I think this was released through a Canadian releasing company, because it does have the Canadian symbol maple leaf on the back here. At least that's what it looks like. Yeah. It has special features: the world of Piggies, how to write a 1-minute comedy, Piggy Mania, Piggy Tales, not rated, 178 by 1, 48 minutes on this one. Yes, and you're not seeing things, guys. I do have a green light bulb in the back. I wanted to see if it looked different on video. I'm trying to go with a kind of like a more colorful approach in the videos this morning. If it doesn't look too good on video, I'll maybe change it back to the white one. But it does give off more light, it seems to, and like kind of showcases stuff a little better, I think. But I don't know. I just kind of like giving it that kind of like that brighter look, like at the cinema. That's what I was trying to do, because like a lot of mornings I'd get up and it looked dark around here. I have no idea, but apologize if it's an eyesore to somebody. But that's Piggy Tales, third act. And then I got 2 film collection of ScoobyDoo Meets Batman and ScoobyDoo and Batman, The Brave and the Bold. Since Batman's been around for over 80 years, so did not know that. The first movie clocks in for 75 minutes, the second 82. Not really seeing a year on either of them, but if I had to guess, the packaging looks like it might be, probably around 2000, 2005, 2010, somewhere around there. But the titles were probably much older than that, I'd assume. And I'm sure they were both shown on Boomerang or, one of the kids' channels that aired, like, the ScoobyDoo titles. It's a Warner Brothers release. Once again, if you did not know, Scooby-Doo is part of the Hanna-Barbera company. He was created through them, so I'm sure everybody knows that, but I like to reiterate that in case people out there are new to the channel and don't know or would like to know that. And then I got this. I know I keep passing it by, but I just grabbed it. I said, heck with it. These deserve, spot in the collection too, I guess. It's the Easter story of the greatest adventure stories from the Bible. And there's a red one too. I'm gonna get that one. Or if somebody has it and they don't really want it, I'd be willing to get it from you. I just been passing on it, and it does say the executive producers are William Hanna and Joseph Barbera. So this was more or less a Hanna-Barbera release here. Starring the voices of Richard Thomas, who played John Boy in The Waltons, Joe Spano as Joseph, Adrian Barbeau. Oh, see, it's a good thing I picked it up. I mean, I got it for these actors, and there's not many of these actors in any of the waves. So I got some that had Richard Thomas, Adrian Barbeau, and Joe Spano, and being a Hanna-Barbera production. 30 minutes on this one, so before you know it, it should be over with anyway. It's a Warner Brothers title. I guess it's to do with Palm Sunday and Jerusalem, and you get the picture. It has an all-star voice cast. I mean, it's worth getting for the $1, I think. Just a quick look at the back. And then I got Tribeca Film here, Climate of Change, a film by Brian Hill, from the producers of An Inconvenient Truth. It starts now, never less than stunning, says the New York Times. And it does come out of the slip this morning for some reason. I don't know if somebody popped it out wanting to look at it. Here's what it looks like. Virtually the same or the same. I'm sure there's something slightly different there, but maybe not. But, that's Climate of Change, Tribeca Films. 88 minutes on this one, and distributed by New Video in conjunction with Century Films, Participant Media, and The Alliance. Does have very select few special bonus features. It's from 2009. And they do have a tribecafilm.com/newvideo.com, which made this or distributed it. But basically, the Tribeca Films is supported by founding partner American Express. Brings you the best new independent films, including titles from the Tribeca Film Festival, on demand, on DVD, and in theaters and online. So, got a Tribeca film here. Or an endorsement from Tribeca, if you will. About climate change, I guess. And then I was really happy to get this. It's a Bruce Lee, Brandon Lee, action-packed 19 movie set here, and it's really heavy. So I'm assuming there's like several discs, probably 4, laying on top of each other. It clocks in at nearly 1,700 minutes on this, 2015. It has a whole slew of movies here. I'm not going to read all of them because, like I said, there's 19 movies. From what I'm seeing, a lot of them are really not Bruce Lee. Some of them. Stuff with Jim Kelly, Bolo Young. A good number of them were Bruce Lee, but I don't know. Really, they don't really give a lot of details on them other than a little bit of a synopsis. They all pretty much are about an hour and a half. Yeah, there's some slightly less than that, but then with the ones that go over the 90 minutes, kind of makes up for the night. You got one at 100 minutes. I think that's the longest one on here, and that's the real Bruce Lee. Archival footage that was thought to be missing and was discovered after Bruce Lee's death, containing footage of his early years. That's the 19 titles. And then finally, 2 Blu-ray here. Like I said, there's nothing really outstanding in this wave so far. I mean, there's some decent stuff. There's some stuff that I was really happy about. And in this video this morning, I have to say this is probably the best. I would say this is probably my best one out of all the ones I got. It's a Don Bluth production, The Secret of NIMH. MGM released here. 2.0 stereo sound surround, single layer. It's from 1982, 83 minutes long. Widescreen presentation. Very limited special features on this one, which is kind of shocking. Being a Blu-ray. Secret of NIMH will delight kids everywhere, says Newsweek. And this is what way animation is supposed, especially 2D stuff. This is the way it should be done. This is a great film. Has a great soundtrack. I want to say Paul Williams did the music for this. I think my daughter said. He is predominantly the most, more famous back in the 70s. I know it has some really well. It's got John Carradine, Dom DeLuise, Elizabeth Hartman, Derek Jacobi, Arthur Mallet, Paul Shinar, Peter Strauss. Basically, it says it's based on the novel Mrs. Frisbee and the Ransom NIMH. Let's see. Yeah, it was directed by Don Bluth too, so it's probably why it's such a classic. Don Bluth went his merry way once he left Disney and wanted to compete, so he thought he'd throw his hat into the ring and make his own brand of animation. And I think for a good portion of his time, a lot of ways his story, if his animation hasn't been as good as Disney, his storytelling has been as good, if not better, than a lot of Disney stuff. So, he's a success story. So, I mean, he maybe not as successful if he would have been with Disney, maybe because of the notoriety. But, I mean, when you have a Don Bluth film, you have one because he's always good at telling stories in his movies as opposed to not just being cutesy animation. He's actually got a message in his movie. And that's what I always respect Don Bluth for. And then finally, I got a movie starring Jessica Alba, Pierce Brosnan, and Selma Hayek. How to Make Love Like an Englishman, from the director of What Happens in Vegas. From VVS Films, Palm Star Media, 5.1 Dolby True HD, 99 minutes. And it's from 2015. There's a cover. Sorry I didn't pop it up to begin with. I wasn't thinking. Cast and crew interviews and behind the scenes. Pierce Brosnan is a successful college professor who gives up a steady stream of one-night stands and beautiful undergrads for fatherhood with a much younger Kate, Jessica Alba. 3 years later, when Kate falls in love with someone else and moves out, she sends her sister, Selma Hayek, which I don't know. I guess I see the relation in a way, but I don't know. They don't really come off as sisters to me, really. To make sure Richard is properly caring for their son, assuming Richard is back to his irresponsible playboy lifestyle, Olivia is shocked when she finds herself falling for his charm. So, not only did the one sister fall in love with him, but Selma Hayek's gonna fall in love with him too. So, sounds alright. I mean, I like Pierce Brosnan. I like some things Selma Hayek's in. I don't know. I don't like a lot of things she does on Twitter, but I do like Jessica Alba. I like her in pretty much everything she's in. Uh, but that's how to make love like an Englishman, and that rounds out this video this morning. Not like I said, not the greatest of titles this time around, but it's early in my video series this morning, and I still have 2 boxes there and a whole bag over there, and I still have some in this box from this morning. But some stores were telling me they had 2 to 3 boxes, which I don't know if I believe. One store said they'd let us look, and my wife caught the manager letting one of the workers go through the boxes, and she walked away with movies. My wife seen her, and she took. I mean, we probably had gotten them at other stores because some stores already had some out. But she walked off with the movies, and I'm like, so that's why a lot of the stores you're not able to get a lot of the good stuff because they're letting employees go through them before we get to. Which I understand to a degree, but when you're taking several away and, you're maybe taking the best ones, I don't understand why they take the ones that they do and then they'll leave, steel books, and it's it makes no sense to me. But, we do travel quite a ways, and, I think when in a case like that, when we're traveling far away, you really shouldn't let employees go in the back. And because we travel quite a ways to get to this one store because we thought we had an honest relationship, but I don't know. I'm starting to wonder. Last month, the manager said we had three boxes to look through, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right to me. And then we got there that morning, and we all went down the movie aisle, and there was I'm not kidding, there was stuff from the last wave. There had to have been over 100 movies on the bottom shelf. There was stuff that we had already gotten, but I was able to go through the hundreds of movies that were sitting there, and I pulled out 3 or 4 that I had never seen before, and kind of was iffy if I'd gotten them. But it's proof that they had to have gotten more boxes than that, and it seemed like nobody was buying them. I'm sure if you guys went to this particular store, you guys would have found stuff and just, took it out of there. But there was stuff that we had already gotten. But that's my video for this morning. Not really a rant about the store at all. It's just a little bit of misfortune in that. I was a little disappointed with the manager for doing that. It's his store, but we buy a lot more than 1 or 2 titles. We buy. I think we walked out of there with a whole box. But I know somebody in that area that does YouTube videos that buys the entire store out, and I know he's not keeping them all, and he's probably selling them on eBay, which is okay to a degree, but when you're putting on $10, $15 price tags, to me that's kind of underhanded. I'm not going to mention any names, but I have an idea who's doing it. But thank you for watching, and please share, like, and subscribe, and leave any comments or any suggestions in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. See you later. Bye.